In this video, I'm playing Backgammon versus the Bot with my good friends Georgiou and Kalin Stefanov. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. My book, Backgammon, Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. This time I have two guests. It's a pleasure to have two guests doing a doubles or triples match. First, I'd like to introduce my good friend Georgiou. Thank you for joining me and welcome.
Thank you, Alex. Glad to be on your channel again.
Very good. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm very good. Looking forward to playing with Kalin. This should be interesting.
Yes, very good. It's also a pleasure to have my good friend Kalin Stefanov out of Germany. Welcome and thank you for joining me.
Hi, Alex. Thanks. I'm sorry. Thanks for that invite once again, and I'm also looking forward to beating him, at the computer with him quite good.
Good, good. And how are you doing tonight yourself?
A little bit busy.
Yeah.
Had another match that lasted till half hour ago.
Oh.
So it was, and yeah, sometimes it's not fun anymore playing backgammon. You know why?
Well, this has been great because I've had the opportunity with this channel and through social media to meet people from all different parts of the world, and we can connect and we can play together. So we'll go ahead and get started so that we can finish in time. Here we go. Are you gentlemen able to see the screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. We're playing on a beautiful Gammon board. The skin is made by rain. I'll put a link in the description. John and Kalin are going to be playing a doubles match against XG. John and Kalin are playing the orange checkers at the bottom. XG is playing the blue checkers at the top. And what we'll do is, like, if you can't make a decision between the two of you, one person can get the choice one time and then we can alternate.
Or you can be the deciding vote as well.
I'm happy to provide my opinion too. Okay, so 6-2. How do you like to play the 6-2?
I think two choices are 24-16 or 24-18, 13-11.
Okay. Why don't we start like this? John, you present your options, and then we'll have Colin discuss it or give his opinion, and then we can alternate on the next move. What do you think about those choices, Colin?
I think that that's certainly the only two options, and it's like a school book that this is the better one.
Okay. So we'll play this?
Yep.
Okay. So 5-3. Okay. Now 4-1, Colin.
I can make the bar point, which looks like I don't see other options.
What do you think, John?
Let's make it.
Okay. Now 4-3. Okay. We want to roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now John's turn for double three.
Have fun.
What are your options? What are the options that you're thinking of?
5 point and 24-18.
Okay, what are the other options? Maybe Colin, what do you think?
I think that I could point on him twice, because that gives me an opportunity to turn the cube if he fans.
Okay. What do you think about this one, John?
I didn't like it because we don't have enough checkers in the zone to continue from here. So that's why I wanted to do the best of both, which is consolidate at the top and make the 5 point.
But if we play it like this, in 25% of the games, we'll win the game immediately, because we double and he drops if he fans.
Or it might be too good.
You think so?
Possible. With two on the board.
A double fan, if none of them come in.
How would you play it, Alex?
So basically what I like to do is do the pros and cons of each. I think both of the plays have in common making the 5-point, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're going to continue and make the 4-point or make the 18-point. So let's say you make the 18-point. Now, what is blue going to want to do? What would you like to do if you were blue? I'd like to anchor, right? So here you can anchor with a 4, 3, 1, double 2, or double 1. That's a lot of numbers. Okay. And let's say you're blue here. What are the anchoring numbers? Only 3, double 1, double 2, or double 3. Let's put it another way. If you were blue, would you rather be like this in this position with 1 on the bar against a 2-point board and an anchor, or in this position with 2 on the bar against the 3-point board and the opponent doesn't have an anchor?
John?
Yeah, look,
If I were... Go on.
I've said why I don't like this play. There's just no more forward motion at the bottom because we have to start bringing our other checkers round. But if you want to put 2 on the bar, we put 2 on the bar.
Well,
Okay.
if I were blue, I would certainly prefer to be in the other position where I'm with 1 on the bar. Yeah, if I were blue, I would prefer that with no consideration, which is one more thing that makes me prefer hitting him twice.
Okay, let's hit twice. Let's save time.
Yeah. The other thing is look at how many good things you can do with each play. So this is neutral, so we won't include this. With this play, you can make another innerboard point and put a second checker on the bar. Whereas with this play, you can make an anchor but not put a second checker on the bar. So you're able to do 2 good things by doing this rather than just 1 good thing. So we'll look at it in the analysis. Let's carry on. Double 1, okay. So look, didn't even hit.
I'm
So
surprised he didn't.
Yeah.
Roll.
Roll.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
First thing we're gonna do is anchor.
So if you anchor, so basically 3 of these are forced, and the 4th one is whether you're going to play 13-7 or 24-18, right?
Definitely anchor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this may have been a market loss. Okay.
By the looks of it.
Now do you want to roll or you want to double?
I'd like to.
I think that he's certainly going to drop if I double. But on the other side, I can't be too good either. At least that's how it looks to me. So I would double.
John?
Yes, I'm yes for a double. I think we are in the better position and there's work to do, so we must make the opponent pay if they want us to do the work.
And if you're blue, would you take or pass?
I'd pass in a 3-point match.
If you were blue, would you rather the opponent double you and let you pass, or possibly play on and try to win a gammon to get to the Crawford game?
Good question. John?
Playing on gives us a chance to turn it round. So I'd rather my opponent played on if I was blue.
Okay. Sometimes it's good to think about it from your opponent's perspective. That'll kind of give you an idea. So we agree that you want to double?
We do.
Okay. Very good.
Oh, that was impressive.
Perfect play. Okay, very good. That's what happens. So now 6-5 is just clear to run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 4-2. Now 4-1.
8-point.
Not my thing, certainly.
What would you like?
Consider 13-9 and 24-23.
Okay.
Why do you want to give the opponent 6-4?
Because 6-4 only happens 2 in 36.
But it's not only 6-4, it's also 6-2, 5-3, double 4, and double 2.
Sure, that's a few more, but on the other hand, that way I give myself better chances to run away from there in case I'm not hit.
But
and I give
if you
myself better chances to make the bar point, 5 point, or 4 point.
no, Kalin, if we go there, even if we not hit, a 5 blocks our 6s, and then it's very hard to run off the 23 safely with if you don't roll like double 5, because you're now on the 23 point.
Okay,
And
let me say the other thing I would have also considered. Can we go back, please? 24-20 and slotting the 5 point.
Okay, I think this is a blunder.
no chance.
I would
No
consider
chance.
it, but it looks worse than my previous option.
Did you have your dinner with some wine?
This is my favorite part about playing doubles.
Yeah, it looks good.
No, 8 points all day long.
So these are the things that I think about. First of all, we're ahead in the score, so that indicates we want to play a little bit more conservative. Second, we have 1 checker back to 2 checkers back, so we don't want to really do something that would possibly send a second checker back. Third, and this is probably the most important, blue has a 3-point board versus a 1-point board, so that makes blue a huge favorite in a potential hitting exchange. We don't necessarily want to induce a hitting exchange by giving him so many numbers. Despite the fact that this does stack the 8-point, it creates 2 builders, 2 spares on the 8-point. So then subsequent rolls like double 1, double 3, and double 4 will be able to make 2 productive points without breaking the 8-point, whereas with here they would not. However, having this spare does produce more options to make good points here, but at the cost of leaving many shots.
If we had a better one instead of 24-23, I would be happy to take the risk of the extra shots and go to the 9-point, but it's simply the 1. We don't have a good 1, and that's why we have to go to the 8-point.
Yeah, so if you had a 3-1 to play and you were forbidden from making the 5-point, you would play 13-9.
Yes, yes.
I wouldn't.
How would you play a 3-1 without making the 5-point?
24-20.
You would go right in there?
Yeah.
But your opponent can slot you with so many rolls, 6-2, any 1, any 3, because we've got no home board. So the opponent has all the power to attack you. That's why you need to stay out of range.
You also give the Super Jokers 3-1, double 1, and double 4 to point on head.
Sure, but if I would stay back, and then my opponent has enough chances to keep me back for a while, which I wouldn't like. But anyway, let's go on.
Okay, so the 4-1, I guess. So what are we gonna do?
8-point.
You like 8-point? Are you in agreement now, Kalin?
It's his decision, so I agree.
Okay, next time it's your turn.
Yeah.
5-4. Okay, now we're gonna roll double 1. So like this.
I think you predicted it.
Yep.
Yes.
I read your mind. Okay, so now we don't want to double, right?
I want to double.
Really?
I don't want to double.
So let's start with John. Why do you want to double?
Because this game has turned and we've got the advantage now, and I can win the match by simply winning this game.
Okay, and Kalin, why do you not want to double?
Because if I double, my opponent wins the match if he wins the game. And on the other hand, I'm killing my gammons, which at the moment, an undoubled gammon would win me the match directly.
Right. So if you were blue and you were doubled here, you would, well, if you take, you would automatically redouble. So, John, if you were blue, would you take or pass?
I'd take.
And Colin, would you take or pass?
Easily take without a lot of consideration.
Okay.
So, what do you think the percentages are of match winning now?
Match winning or this current game?
Hey, this game. It's the
Yes.
same thing, isn't it?
I think that we as Orange have about 65, 70, maybe something in these terms, and at least 20, 30 of them gammons. I mean, not of them, 20, 30 of all gammons.
Yeah. That's a good thing to note because it's not only cubeless, it's not only like non-gammon, because if you double and it's an automatic redouble, the gammons don't count. So, blue would need 25% to take, because one away, three away Crawford is 25%. It's actually 24.92 or something like that, but it needs 25%, which blue probably has. But the gammons that you mentioned, we might be able to win a lucky gammon here for the match.
My point with the gammons was that if we double, we can't benefit from our 20-30%. That's my guess.
Yeah, if you change the score, it's going to be different. We'll look at it in the analysis.
Yeah, I think that Go on.
We've got market losers.
Okay.
We're so strong here. By playing on, we just give our opponent a free chance to turn the game around. I believe you strike when the iron's hot, and the iron is hot for us here. So I want to just push it home now.
Sometimes I like to think about the most common variations. So orange is going to roll next. And what is orange likely going to do with whatever he rolls? Probably play from the midpoint something, right?
Or try to escape the back checker.
If it's a 6-5, yeah, you would escape. But like anything else, like maybe a 5-2 or something like that, it's just like bringing two down, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to bring more ammunition into the zone. Now, blue does have a 3-point board, but you have a solid 4' here, and you may be able to extend it by either making the 4-point or the 9-point. And then what's blue going to do? Blue's going to try to come in and maybe anchor.
Yeah, but then blue doesn't have great timing because they're quite developed. They're just...
Yep. Okay, so last time John got the opportunity to break the tie. This time it's Colin.
I roll.
Roll? Okay. We'll look at the analysis at the end too, so we'll see. Okay, 6-2. So now we have options.
I see two good options. One is running all the way to the 16-point, and the other is bringing two down from the midpoint. The bad part with this is that the one that comes to the 11-point, it has no reach of the 4-point. So if it were 6-3, then I'm bringing two down, certainly, because I can actually use the other one also for the 4-point. That way, I think they're pretty close, and I prefer running a little bit.
The running also duplicates the 4 that's needed to enter with hitting, as opposed to like say you play like this and bring this down. Now a 6 cannot enter, but a 6 can hit.
Yeah, that's not an option actually.
What do you think, John?
I think that why play the DMP play when you're playing on for too good? You wanted to try and win an uncubed gammon. This way doesn't help that. Putting a builder on the 7 does.
Sure, but the fact I tried to win an undoubled gammon was also combined with the fact that I don't want to give my opponent the chance to beat me immediately. And when I roll a number that can't help me considerably winning this undoubled gammon, then I can always switch to trying to win the single with more certainty. And in my opinion, the running play increases my winning chances for a single by at least 5%, and does decrease my gammons, but not by that much. And I can't know how much more valuable, or how much is the gammon value this thing, because I haven't studied it. But in any case, I think that the running play increases our single winning chances by way too much more than the gammons we lose from that.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let's say we make this play and blue rolls a 4-3. How would you play 4-3 for blue after this play?
Good question.
Same with 4-1.
With 4-1, I would hit. With 4-3, I would anchor.
So that creates a problem for blue, because with 4-3, now this one's essentially safe. But with 4-1, it anchors here, still blocked here, and then hits. That's going to make it hard for blue to come out. So those are kind of some of the advantages here. So what was the consensus here?
It's John's decision.
John, it's your decision.
John, are you still with us?
Yeah.
He's thinking.
I want to keep my decision to use on the cube. I don't want to use it on this position.
Okay, then we run.
Colin's decision. Okay. Then John gets the next two. So Kalin, you want to run, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right. 5-1. Okay, John, now it's your decision to double or not.
Yes.
And here I actually agree.
You want to double?
Yes, I want to double.
Okay. And Kalin agrees? Okay. So we'll double here. Take. Okay. So now 4-1, just safety, right? Okay, so now he's going to redouble us back, and it's a take, right?
Are you sure?
Okay, 3-2.
5 points, I would say.
5 points.
Sorry, 8. I mean 8 points.
Like this?
Yeah.
And 2 down?
Yeah. It only gives 2-6 as a bad roll.
2-6. Yeah, 6-2, right? And what else?
Do you agree, Kalin? Or can you see anything else?
I can see bringing 2 down, but this actually gives 1-6 and 3-6. So in the end, I think I do agree.
Okay, like this?
Yep.
Okay. All right, stepping up, trying to escape or anchor. Double 6. Okay.
We'll start by consolidating the 1 on the 11.
Mm-hmm.
Then bringing 2 from the midpoint. And then playing the spare from the 7 to the 1.
I agree.
What would be the other option? Just bringing all these down. That does clear the 6.
Shots.
Yeah, it leaves a lot of shots with 6-1, 6-2, and 5-2, and it creates the stack. So, okay. 3, and leaves a lot of spares there. Okay. 2-1, anchors. All right. 4-1.
I would cover the 1 point, so it's not a liability.
Okay. And just spread?
Maybe 8 to 7, just to keep things even.
Even in case of like a double six or something like that?
Or even like a double 4, or I don't know, just at this stage, I think we've got enough flexibility that we just need to keep our stacks even.
What do you think, Colin?
I think that I prefer 6 to 5 a little bit, just because then with the bad row we can play off the 8, and then we can keep one more row in which to
Okay, it's not
safely
deep.
escape the 13.
It's
Yeah,
not deep.
I think this one gives more rolls that are productive to make these 2 points with a spare if you are unable to clear.
It sure does, but I don't know how important this is at this stage. How important making the 3 and 2 points is at this stage, because it's really more important to not get hit with a 25 pip lead. But yeah, I mean, 6-5 looks better in both directions, although it's probably a small difference.
Okay. So this was Colin's turn. You like the 6-5, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now 6-4. Now 6-5.
Oh,
Okay, so that's
lovely.
easy. 6-2.
2 from the 8 would be my suggestion.
Agreed.
Okay. Oh no, you cannot. You have to clear this one, huh?
Yeah, by the looks of it.
Again.
Once again. Cover the 2 point.
I would clear the 3 point.
Oh, that's interesting because that'll give us some spares in case he rolls a 6, right? The other one is like this, although this would make a stronger board. So I think you just have to think in the event that blue rolls a 6, or if blue does not roll a 6.
Oh, I think that. What do you think? That's a good question.
Also, this for the race is bad, having this big stack here.
Yeah, and
not if we roll double 1.
With with making the 5 point board, if he rolls a 6, we actually have some pick and pass numbers.
More pick and pass numbers.
Yeah, which compensates for the missing spare that's in there.
Right.
And also, I think that.
Okay.
Well, what do I think once again?
Here's one for you. Play from the 5 point, and then play double 4 next roll.
Right. And what about this way? Double 4 is okay. That's a good point. Now let's say we also play like let's say we play this and blue rolls a 6 to bring one checker out, and then we roll a 6-4, right? So we're going to clear this and hit, right? So blue's going to be up against a 5 point board. But let's say we do this and the same thing happens. Blue runs with a 6 and then we roll a 6-4. We're going to do the same thing, but now it's a 2 point board. 2 points are open. That's another consideration. So double 4s do play better the other way, but they're still at least safe. You can play them safely here. But this way, you can't play it safely. You'll leave a shot.
Yeah, but I think that this move simply looks better, and I think at this stage of the games, I just don't try to think too much, but rather play whatever I would naturally play. and it is always correct. That's why I'm 4 out of 4 against John.
The key here is that we want to use our race lead to just win this game easily. Making the 2 point in a DMP game, it's like we're not looking for contact. We're not looking to have a strong home board. We don't need a strong home board. We're not looking for conflict. So I just want the play. Blue has no timing. If Blue doesn't run, they'll start crunching his home board. I just feel that there's more flexibility if we clear the 3 point.
So I think let's think about our goal. So next we're going to want to clear the 8 point, right? That's clear. So if you're going to be clearing the 8 point, would you rather be clearing in this position or in this position?
We don't know we can clear the 8. It depends what we roll.
That's understood, but that's going to be the goal. Ideally, you're going to, roll like a 6, 5, 3, or 2, or something like that. Or let's say you roll a 6, 1. Would you rather be in this position or this position?
It doesn't matter because a shot's a shot.
It is a shot as a shot, but ultimately, if you have a stronger board, if you happen to get a shot back at the end, you'll have a stronger board to defend. So, well, let's see. Well, that was a good discussion. Whose turn is it? It's John's turn, right?
Is it? Shit. If it is, that's not good.
All right. We'll go with this play and see what happens. Uh-oh, okay. So it doesn't really matter. Double 1, okay.
He said we would roll double 1, but that's a little bit too early.
You got the double 1 you were looking for, John. 1, 2.
Bring the other one in 2.
Okay. I think the other thing to look at is here. This plays better on double 4s and 4-3. But they'll probably be close.
It's Kalin's choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's well, yeah, in either case it's close, and I go with this.
Okay.
Without too much discussion.
So this is kind of autopilot here.
Yep.
So I'll continue, and I'll pause it for just a moment after the match. And then
Oh, come on. All these doubles. Double 5, double 4, double 5.
Well,
he rolls his dice. He also rolls our dice. Then it's easy for him.
well, we rolled the double 1. We rolled the double 1, John. You weren't celebrating when we rolled a double.
Because the double 1's rubbish in the race. This is nonsense, man.
Okay.
It wants us to lose because we cubed. It wants to prove a point.
Okay.
We still have a chance to.
Again. Absolute nonsense. Too little, too late. The 5 can't help us now, so it gives us a double. Nonsense.
Okay, I'll pause it in just a moment.
It's like having double 6 on the bar. It doesn't help anything.
Okay, now we'll analyze it. So let's take a look here. Well played. So with the 6-2, that was pretty clear to just split. And then the 4-1 was clear to make the bar point. Then we had the double 3. Yeah, so this is the one we were discussing.
It's a giant difference.
Yeah. I mean, you just kind of have to do it. The only drawback is you don't unstack this and you don't bring an extra builder in the zone, but you can't bring an extra builder in the zone the other way either. And this one, look at how many more gammons you win. 32.7% versus 14.8%. That's a lot. Yeah. Okay, and then the double 6 here was really good. It was clear to just do that. And then here, the doubling decision. It was correct double, not quite too good. So we made all the right decisions there. Very good. Now this is the game where we had more fun. The 6-5 was clear. Now this is the 4-1 where we had that discussion. Yep. John had a good point here. The 13-8, which was like this, just leaves a safe play. What was it? We were going to look at it at a different score, right? So let's look at it at a different score.
Would we have done that? Anyway, let's do it.
I think it might be closer at 0-0. See, it's a 28 error, whereas here it's a 47 error.
It dropped by 33%.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just want to be careful. See, the gammon losses are a little bit more here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then the double one was clear to just make these 2 points. And the 6-2, yeah, this is the one where we wanted to run. We were discussing the option of 2 down, right?
We were briefly discussing it, yes.
I would also like to see the cube decision here.
Cube decision
we were discussing
before?
Yeah, before this roll.
So it's not a double yet. Oh, this is the one we were saying you would like to double. So you were saying it was about 65% with 18% gammons.
Yeah.
I predicted about 65-70 plus 20 to 30 gammons.
Now let's say we were at 0-0 to 3. This is the first game of a 3-point match with the same position. Would you double now?
I think I would.
John?
Oh, definitely. If I double that 2 away, I'll double that 3 away.
So let's see here.
There you go.
Now it's a borderline double. Yeah, yeah. And there's a big difference with the different scores. You really have to be careful. For money, you kind of have to double for the Jacoby rule.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a small no double. Money. Look at that. Well, good.
I believe it.
And then this was where we did double. So this was, yes, it was a double and a take. And you see, blue has more than the 25%, so it's a take.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, but Kalin agreed on that double. But I said I'm keeping my decision for the cube next roll because you guys didn't let me double there. So I'm glad it worked out.
Okay, so this was where we played the 6-2, and then we were going to see how a 4-3 would be played, right?
Yes.
I think anything apart from anchoring would be a blunder.
Look at that. Hits. Has to hit.
It has to hit. Oh my God. Can't believe it. By a mile.
What about 4-1? 4-1. Of course it's a hit, but now it's bad. Interesting. So it wasn't as safe as we thought. Okay. So we did the double, and then we played 16-11, and then our next decision was the 3-2. It looks like they were close, but bringing 2 down was certainly reasonable, like we discussed.
Sorry, can we go back to the 6-2?
6-2.
Yeah, in our discussion, Kalin said that the gammon percentages will go down, but the winning percentages won't. And if you look at the 2 plays, because you see the gammons are down by like 33%.
Yeah.
But the winning percentage is only down by like 2%. It's like what, 3?
Yeah. It improves by with this play.
I would imagine it to be the other way around. That the winning percentages go up with the running play by 5-ish, and the gammons go down by.
No, but as a percentage, the gammon drop is a lot more than the winning increase.
From the 16.7 to the 11.3, that's 5.4, but you're talking about 5.4 divided by 16.7, right, John?
Yes, it's a bigger percentage of the 16.
Right.
Whereas
gammons too, they also increase with bringing 2 down, although not by that much.
That's what he was saying. It does. The gammons increase by bringing 2 down.
So yeah, I remember when you were talking, you said that you think the winning chances would go up by a lot with the running play, and it's very slight.
Yeah, so the gammon value is 1. So you do want gammons, but you don't win enough more gammons as compared to the single losses. You also lose more gammons too, so you have to take that into consideration too.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so this 3-2, it looks like they were close, but bringing 2 down like this results in this position. It leaves 4 numbers to hit, whereas this one leaves only 2 numbers to hit. However, it has the benefit of giving you more numbers to make the 4-point or the 9-point.
The 9-point because you make the 4 points with the same kind of numbers.
Well, with 4 here, yeah, you would have a 4-2 and a double 2, whereas here it would be 6-2 or double 2 as well. But now you have more numbers to make the 9-point.
Yeah, so I think the 9 is a crucial difference.
Yeah. Okay. And then the double 6. Let's see, what was the other ones that it looked at? Looks like that some of them are close.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's see, the 4-1. These are close. These were all close.
I did think about 8-3 at first, but they are all the same.
Yeah.
Just a small difference, so that's not too relevant.
Okay. Then we had the 6-5, which was clear. Then we had 6-2 from here, which was 2 off the 8-point. And then the 6-4, 6-4 again. Okay, the 2-1.
Is there an option to play the game with the same dice after playing 2-1, 5-2? Because then I would prove a point.
You'd still lose. XG rolled 5 doubles.
But we would have had a better distribution, and I think that we could have won because we were 1 or 2 checkers away.
But your play wasn't 6-3, it was 5-2.
The 5-2 is still better here.
Sorry?
Yeah. 5-2 is still better according to the computer here than 3-2, 3-1. Yeah. All right. Then this is the one. This is the one we were talking about. It was a. See how far this comes down when you play 8-6 twice? It's not as close as you would think.
Yeah.
Because of what we discussed. Now you roll 4-3 or double 4, it's good. Here you roll 4-3 or double 4, it's very bad. Any 4s and 3s are bad from here. So you kind of have to think about that. It's the distribution in addition to crossovers. So this way you get the 2 crossovers, but you have this awkward distribution where when you have stacks on both sides here, the 6 and the 1, that's really bad. And a gap here. This kind of evens out a little bit. Look what happens when you have this and you have to play a 4 or a 3. You just have to play deep. Here, you can play those a little bit more comfortably. Anyway, let's see. 3-2 was next. So this was kind of autopilot mode. And the 5-1, the double 2, 4-2, 5-4. We did roll a double 5, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah, that was because we played 2-1 the wrong. And also because I played double 1s the wrong way. So
yeah. Anyway, world champion. Congratulations.
Yeah, where is our title though for world champion?
I'm gonna send you a Facebook message with a little sticker with an emoji. Okay, so very good. That was a good match. We actually finished in good time. So thank you both. I enjoyed it. I think the best part of it was just the discussion. Um, we can have disagreements and discuss it, and that's actually very fun and educational. What do you guys
Yeah,
think?
I enjoyed it more than the previous time I played the bot, because then it was just 2 hour non-stop bat rolls.
That
And
was a long match we played. What do you think, John?
It was good, and the I've learnt something there about the 2-1 and the double one. Unfortunately, the double one wasn't my decision. So, but when you were talking about playing to the 4 point, it did look better to me than just stacking up on the 6. Um,
There was one position where we were talking about playing a 3-1, right?
what was that?
yes, if we couldn't make the 5 point, it
All
was
right.
that 4-1. It was
Yeah,
that
let me
4-1
put it
play.
back. Let me put it back here.
But the 2-1,
It was this, right?
yeah,
Okay, let me put that back up and paste it into here. And we want to see, no, it wasn't this one. It was here, right? This one.
yeah,
Okay, so now let's make it a 3-1. So we're going to look at the best play, the second best play. Clearly, the best play is going to be the 5 point. But you think the second best play is going to be 24-20, and John, you think it's going to be 13-9. Is that correct?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
You didn't throw mine out.
no, I did the 24-20. Oh, okay. Yours is okay. Yeah, 13-9 is much better than 24-20. You just don't want to step up into it. Yeah. So that makes sense to me. That was a good one to look at. Sometimes looking at the second best play actually is instructive as well. So good. I certainly enjoyed it. It reminds me of when we played John with you and Tim Cross.
Yeah, 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 it does. And I think me and Kalin, with your help, I think we almost played better, or I think we might have played better than me and Tim.
Oh, I don't know about the in terms of PR. I can go back and look, but I think one of the things you'll notice is like each match is a little bit different. Sometimes you have easy decisions, sometimes you have hard decisions, so it's hard to compare. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, for me, the most important thing is to like have fun and learn. And I think like I always do that with both of you.
Have you learned anything, Kalin?
Yeah, I learned that you aren't getting better on your cube decisions, at least.
I'm not getting better. Okay, so you still want to play me. That's good.
Yeah,
I
would you
don't,
like to play now?
yeah, why not?
Why don't we put the both of you in a hotel and lock the room, right?
Hey, like Costin wants to do. No thanks.
Well, actually, Colin sounds a little bit like Costin, doesn't
Sorry,
it?
I missed that one.
Your name, Colin, sounds a little bit like Costin.
Ah, okay. Yeah, if you pronounce it wrong, then it does.
So, for the viewers who are not familiar with this, John, can you explain what that situation was?
Ah, that would be cool.
Oh, so okay. There's another player from Romania called Costin Constantinescu, a very opinionated man, and he thinks he's the best player in the world. And I've challenged him to a series of matches so we can prove superiority to each other. And it's very difficult to negotiate the terms of the engagement with him. He's got some hard and fast rules that he's not prepared to deviate from. And I was in discussion with him about how to make the challenge happen. And I conceded many points in the efforts of making the challenge happen. Unfortunately, when we got down to venue, which was one of the very last things we needed to iron out between us, he was quite insistent that I booked a hotel and we played in the hotel room. But from my experience of hotels, there would not really be enough space to have a nice backgammon match in a hotel room. And I suggested to him that an apartment would be more suitable because there could be facilities like a dining room table, etc. So Costin was like, okay, if we go to an apartment, before we play, I'm going to walk into the apartment and make sure no one else is there. You have to be alone. I was like, oh, okay, that's fair enough. I can be alone. And then he said, and when we have a break in between matches, I'm going to lock you in there. And I thought, what madness is this? That a room I'm paying for, he's going to lock me in there like a prisoner when we're on a break time. It was one step too far for me. And that's when the negotiations irrevocably broke down. So that's the story.
That's funny. It's always funny to watch the two of you argue on the social media. One time I invited both of you on together, and John, you accepted, but Costin, what was his reply?
You didn't want to play with that liar or something like that. I'm the king liar. Yeah, he makes some very strange comments from time to time, that man.
All right, well, he's always very entertaining. He's still welcome to join. It's a lot of fun. You know, I tell people backgammon is a game. It's something we should have fun. If it's a game, the first priority should be having fun. And for me, it's fun playing with you guys.
Can I just say something, please?
Please.
To any viewers who are watching this, me and Kalin are going to go off this and play a match, and I'm going to stream it on my YouTube channel, Jedi Master BG. So if you'd like to see what happens in this match between me and Kalin, then find my YouTube channel, Jedi Master BG, and you'll find the match streamed on there.
Great. I'll put a link in the description, and yours will likely be published before this one goes live. But, you know, all of yours have been fantastic. I know you're doing a lot of those. So congratulations and thank you for your efforts. And you've been also doing the stream champs. That's a lot of fun.
Definitely, yeah. When you're able to see your own match from the perspective of your opponent, it's really nice to understand what they were thinking and mesh it in with what I was thinking at the time. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. That's actually a good point. That's one that you just said, mixing your opponent's perspective with yours.
Yeah. It's very good. It's very good. Talking about both sides or just even discussing one side like we were doing here. It's always a pleasure to have both of you on. And of course, you both have an open invitation to come back again, whether you want to play doubles together, which was fun, or singles or whatever.
I'm always happy to play with Kalin. It's not a problem.
Okay, do either of you gentlemen have any final comments before we conclude? We'll start with John, please.
I think I've said everything I had to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Any final comments from you, Kalin?
I agree on his statement, and I have also said everything I've had to say. So thanks for that, and see you next time.
All right, looking forward to that. And I know that we had set up doubles with Kalin and Petko Kostadinov, one of the top players in the world from Bulgaria, and he was just at the recent tournament in San Antonio and did strikingly well. He won the UBC USA event, which is fantastic. And you're both originally from Bulgaria, but you've never met him, right?
Yeah, I've never ever met him.
He's very nice and outstanding player as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'll have to try to be a little bit quieter then, because it will be deep into the night, and in Germany it's a little bit dangerous. I mean, if you are too loud, then it's a little bit dangerous.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Sometimes. Depends who lives nearby.
All right. Well, wonderful. Thank you both very much. My good friends John Georgiou from the UK and Kalin Stefanov from Germany and originally from Bulgaria. We'll go ahead and conclude. Thank you to the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. Again, my book, Backgammon Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it, and I will put a link to John's channel. If anyone is interested in lessons, please contact me via email, and John can be contacted via Facebook. I look forward to seeing everyone in future videos, and until then, keep rolling your dice.